Now that we've covered the basics, let's try to do last year's exam question 1 using the things that we've just learned, right? So here they're telling us to write a method called getNum that accepts a string as an argument. The method must prompt the user for the value of the required measurement. Description provided in the parameter, e.g. width. Okay, the method must return the value entered by the user. You may assume that the user will enter valid values. Okay, so now we start with, we know we're going to have a method called getNum, right, that accepts a string as an argument, and then it will return the value entered by the user. So the value will most likely be a double. As we see here, these are the values that the user entered. So now we can start writing the code. So we have a static, and we said it's going to return a double, and the name of the method is getNum, and then it accepts a string as an argument, right? And what do we name that? It's a required measurement, so we can call it measurement, right? You can just say this is measurement. Then what does it do? It prompts the user. The method prompts the user for the value of the required measurement. So whatever we put here, this is either going to be length, width, or height, right? So then what we're going to do is prompt the user, say console dot write line, write, enter, what's it, enter the value of the value 4, enter the value 4, and then this part here, we are getting it from the measurement. So this is going to come from the main function when this getNum is called. And then whatever we get, the measurement is going to be an integer. Say we'll just call it value, right, is equals to let's say we said this is going to be a double. Whatever the user's entering is going to be a double, because we can see the 10.2, 12.5, and 2.6. So then we go, oh no, it's double dot parse, and then console dot read line. So we got the value from the user, and they told us the method must return the value the user has, the value entered by the user, right? So the user just entered that, so we can just return whatever the user entered, right? So now when we call this method, we are going to call it with width, length, and height. So we're going to say it returns a double. So if you want a width, we are going to call it with getNum, and then whatever we pass in is what's going to be asked here. So enter value 4. If we pass in width, measurement will be width, and so it's going to ask enter value for width, and then we need one for length and height. So enter value for length and height. Let's just put this as a lowercase w. So this should give us length, width, and height. Let's run the code. A local variable function named width is already defined. Okay, so this is, we are getting the width, the length, and the height. I copied that and I forgot to change the name. So now we can run the code. So this is enter width. If I say 4, enter length 5, and height is 1, so the code works. I get the length, width and height. So for the following part of the code, I'm going to do it in the next video.